Fantastic. This meeting is being recorded. Okay. Um, Welcome, everyone. And it is May, and this is our virtual coach open house for the month of May. We're really excited to have you here. We're really excited to talk about this business and how it has shaped all of us. What's exciting about tonight is that you will hear from coaches who have been around for a long time. That's me. I'm that coaches. This is almost 7 years I've been doing this. And then you'll also hear from coaches who are relatively new, a month or two right into the business. So it's going to be a great perspective to hear about the team, to hear about the opportunity, to hear about the perks, to hear about what's required as a coach and if anything. And most importantly, at the end of the call, I really want to sort of wrap things up and talk about why right now, May 2021, why right now is the best time to join as a Beachbody coach. So I'm going to share my screen and get started. And as we all chat, we're going to introduce ourselves. So hang tight for that. But let's see. Okay. Share the screen real quick. Make it a little bigger so that we can see it. Okay, everybody see that?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. So my name is Tasia Verno, and in 2014, August 2014 to be exact, I said yes to Beachbody coaching, and that was about a year of my coach just supporting me in fitness groups, accountability groups, and whatever kind of health support that I needed. And for a full year, I joined those groups. I got to know the programs, I got to know the products. And she would constantly ask me, Tasia, you should join, you should join, you should join. And I said no for a long time. And I always am thinking about what if I had said yes when she first asked? What would that have looked like? I know we always have hindsight is 2020, right? But I think I had a lot of fears. I had some limiting beliefs and maybe some things that you might be having too. Like, oh, I'm just not sure if I know enough. I'm not sure if I'm ready in my health and fitness. I'm not sure if running a business is something I can actually do. And I can say I was there too. And what's cool is my coach showed me that this is not something that you do on your own. And it's not something that you can do well if you know everything. We have to learn along the way. We have to be able to lean on each other. We have to be able to be willing to grow and be willing to develop. So if you have any of those fears, you're in good company. So we were established in 2014, and since then we have grown. There are over 1,000 of us in the Fit Rig, and we are part of a top 10 organization. We have been for the majority of these 7 years that we've been around. And most recently, we have been named a premier team twice. And that just means we are growing leaders, we are well respected within the community of Beachbody, and we are well known. And that really just offers bigger opportunities, better trainings, better retreats, better trips, all kinds of great things. We are spread across the US and Canada, but Beachbody you can also find in the UK as well as France. So it is global, and that is pretty cool. We are all about community. We are all about having different kinds of passions, all of which are coming together to help others. And we are very much about support. We support one another, not just in fitness, not just in the workouts, that's where it starts, but we are really here to support each other in life. I can't tell you how many times we talk about things that are not Beachbody related. Before we even started this call, before you actually joined us, we were talking about things that were not Beachbody related because we genuinely love to support one another. We are really, really close teammates and friends. You see these pictures here on the left, and these are people who were strangers before joining Beachbody, and now we can't imagine doing life without one another, and that is a unique and beautiful thing. So I'm going to pass it on now that I've introduced, and you're going to hear a little bit more specifics about joining the team.
Okay, so I'm up. So hi, my name is Brittany. I have just started coaching actually very recently. It was beginning of March, I think, right, Tasia? March. And I'm still very much learning, but I can say that I absolutely love this community and I love this group of people that I'm a part of. We are all just about uplifting and bringing joy to each other's lives, and I couldn't be more happy to be part of it. So starting off, how this business works, first of all, you have 4 vital behaviors. The first one is you want to be proof of the product. You want to be taking care of yourself. You want to be drinking your Shakeology. You want to be making sure your nutrition's on point, drinking your Energize and waking and exercising every day. I know we do like a tag every morning. We tag each other in our stories, and it's just, you want to be proof of the product that we are promoting. Second of all is connect, invite, and share. This one is you want to make sure you're telling people what you're doing every day. You post pictures of like running and your exercises and the sweat just dripping down off your body every morning. You want to tell people this is what you're doing, and like, hey, I've had people reach out to me and like, hey, what are you doing? What is that drink that you're drinking every morning? And you want to invite people to join you and share what you're doing. You want to share in the joy and the party that you are basically having with this journey. So third one is recognition. We do a lot of recognition in this group. We cheer each other on and we do shout outs every day. We Tasia does what's it called? Diamond Call every Friday, and then she makes everyone feel so wonderful all week long, tagging different people. We do a lot of that, and it helps promote us and makes us feel good all week long, and it keeps each other and yourselves motivated and accountable. The fourth one is my personal favorite, and it's personal development. I'm a very big reader, so I take joy in reading personal development books. I also have found a new love of podcasts. I hate being read to. I can't stand it, but I have recently come to love listening to a running podcast. I've gotten into running and I listen to it daily and I really enjoy it. So you want to just work on yourself inside as well as the out. So those are the 4 vital behaviors.
All right, I am up next. I am Jen. I am fairly new to coaching as well. I have been coaching for about 9 months. I actually started as a discount coach. So I immediately signed up as a coach and really had no idea what I was doing. And my coach said, this is what you need to do, and this is going to work for you. So here I am today. I basically used my 4 vital behaviors without really knowing that I was doing it. And I was sharing a lot of what I was doing, and that brought people to me, which is how I started really branching out with my coaching. So I was kind of like an accidental coach because I didn't really know what I was doing at first, and just kind of sharing me and sharing what I was doing. So I am going to break down the trainings and the team into 2 different portions. Trainings they're just an abundance of trainings that you have as a coach. We have access to team calls once a week. We also have access to larger team calls. So higher up leaders, we get to listen in on their calls. We get calls from corporate as well. And it's really great because all of these calls and trainings are all virtual and they're all recorded. So if you aren't able to always be on calls, Me personally, I have a very busy life, and I'm sure a lot of other people do too. So I like to listen a lot to the recordings on my way to and from work. So you kind of fit that in and build on your knowledge base as you can. But um, all of these are available through our Facebook groups too. Tasia's really good about posting the replays. So everyone has access to these and they are accessible all the time. You're also eligible for trainings based on your rank. So if you are ranking up and you are building your business, you get access to more and more trainings as you go. So continuing to build upon what you already know. Also, if you're struggling with something or you're identifying that you need improvement in a certain area, there are likely going to be trainings to help with that specific task or that specific habit change that you're looking for. And that's something to reach out to your own coach or the person that invited you here. So you can kind of hone in on what's going to be helpful for you. Again, there are so many trainings. And so if you're new and don't know where to start, that's really where you talk with your coach or the person that invited you to kind of figure out where to start and what would be your best route to take. A little bit about team. So when I think about health and wellness, I really think about habit changing and increasing your positive behaviors while you're decreasing your not so wanted behaviors. And actually it's funny because
Hi,
the program that I did this morning,
I'm
my
well, thank you. How are you guys?
the program that I did this morning, my trainer said, it's not about the summer bod, it's about the lifestyle. And that really resonates with me because when I think about that, I think about my team because my team is really what brought me into the place that I'm at now. This team offers you accountability. You bond over healthy habits and healthy lifestyle changes. You have a community. And as Tasia said earlier, this community we don't just talk about health and wellness. This community is my friends. These are people that have pulled me through a really difficult year. And even when I wasn't working out, I had people reaching out to me that I've never even met to make sure I was okay and checking on me. So this community is about so much more than health and wellness. And it just goes to show, the kind of people that are attracted into this are people who are just looking for a positive, uplifting environment. And that's all I have for right now.
Okay, so earnings and perks. First of all, first thing number one perk I'm going to mention is the accountability to yourself. People are always watching you, so you are always going to be accountable to number one, you. So you will also get 25% off all products that you order from here on out after you sign up to be a coach. You also receive 25% commission on everything you sell, and that is starting immediately. As soon as day one you sign on, you start earning. So same day you sign up for a coach and you enroll someone else, you earn commission on that. There are team cycle bonuses. It is based on what the entire team is doing. So this isn't some pyramid scheme. Like some people are like, oh, well, I'm not doing it. That's just crap. No, it's not that. It's more of a circular foundation. We help each other. So one person will be earning something and it is also benefiting the whole team as a whole. And there's awesome prizes and swag. So you can receive prizes and when you reach certain benchmarks. I know like the first time that I reached Success Club, I got an email that I qualified for a really sweet camo hat, and I was super excited. So I got that. So yeah, there's lots of motivation and perks to being involved. It's not something that you jump in and be like, oh well, yeah, you get 25% off. What's the big whoop? Like, no, that's not it. Like there's lots to it. You help each other out, and you can earn a paycheck at the same time while helping people do what you do and showing how happy it makes you. So
I love free stuff too. And when I got the email about the free hat, that really excited me as well. So,
I was super excited.
um, encouragement, not comparison. So, this team is all about encouragement. There is nothing like this community that we're a part of. It's not comparable to anything else. The saying, we rise by lifting others, not only does that like resonate as far as us as individuals, but it's also goes back to our compensation plan. You are going to do well by helping others. And so not only is that like a personal thing, but that's also, like I said, goes back to compensation. And the other part of that, it also is the personal development, which was part of the 4 vital behaviors. And we also, another thing that we have offered is doing a book club on personal development and all reading the same book. But doing that personal development, it really helps you to understand where the encouragement piece comes from and not to compare yourself to others. So we are not here for the comparison. We are here to provide support. We are here to uplift each other. There is going to be some tough love. I've had some tough love. I've given my own coaches that I work with tough love. But in the end, we're all in this together as a team, and we're here to support each other to be our best selves. And it's all about that encouragement piece. And it's really refreshing to have just a positive community around you.
Okay, I think it's my turn. My name's Melissa, and I have been a coach for over 3 years now, which is crazy how time just keeps marching on. And everything that's already been said is just really true about this community, which is super unique to any. So what is it like to get started as a coach? Obviously, it's different. It's not like you're not clocking into a 9-to-5 type of job. So it's unique in that regard. But going back to what we talked about, even in the 4 vitals, what's required of me, first and foremost, taking care of yourself. You come first. So you doing your own workouts, taking care of your own nutrition, and then sharing that journey with others so that they can see that you're just like the next person. None of us, we're not like something different. We're all the same. We all, have struggles in life. We all have a lot going on. We're all busy. But taking the time to just be honest and be real with people, letting them know what's going on, letting them know what's going on in your life and how this coaching and how this community has impacted your life. And then also having a teachable spirit and heart, because there is there's a huge ability to learn and to grow if you're willing to do that. So that's the first initial, I think, things when I think about what's required of me, but definitely starts with taking care of ourselves. There's a few different ways to enroll as a coach. First, if you have never purchased a package, we're going to start right there. And you'll want to talk with the person who invited you to figure out what is the best package for you to get the biggest bang for your buck. And you can sign on that day. to be a coach, and there's no extra charges. You'll just see that you have this little coach digital package. Everything's digital, everything's on Zoom. You can truly access almost all of our education, all of that, right on your computer, on your phone, all of that. If you already signed up with a package, we have what's called a completion pack, and it's just another type of package once you already have Beachbody On Demand, and we'll get you again enrolled without a enrollment fee and get you signed right on as a coach. And immediately from both of those things, if you sign somebody else up or you sign them up with a package, you're earning some money. The getting started call is just a really good way for you as the new coach to talk one-on-one with your coach and to figure out what's your initial goal in signing on as a coach. What's kind of like a next level goal that maybe you didn't even know or think about. We'll go over the compensation plan even more and or clarify it. Go over what different ranks there are within the company and what your initial rank and what you want to strive for in that first week or two of being a coach. Go over where to find things. We have a whole back office that allows you to see your earnings. It allows you to see where you're at. It allows you to see who's signing up under you. And we all as coaches want to support and help each other utilize the tools that Beachbody has given us. So we're going to, in that first getting started call, we're going to start the process to go through all of that. It's not the only kind of getting started call you may have with your coach. And so continuing to have like open communication. If you have a question, just ask. So if a question came from that call, ask. If it comes the next day, shoot a text, a message, a phone call, whatever, however communication works best. But never leave a stone unturned. Ask the questions. And then with that, there's a Kickstart training right in our coach's Facebook page that's going to take you kind of from zero to whatever level you choose to go to. But it's another tangible tool that will allow you to actually see really another way of learning what's available with coaching, what you need to do to have a successful start to this business. And then it'll, things like the 4 vitals, it's right in there. We talk about that, taking care of yourself, number one, and then sharing. And I think that's a huge piece of it. So that's also in that Kickstart training. And then I think just coming back to, this is your business. This moves as fast as you choose for it to move, or you choose when you put your foot on a brake or when you put your foot on the pedal to get going. Nobody is going to come at you and say, you're not moving fast enough or you're moving too fast. We're all going to be here to support you and help you to attain the goals that you want. If the goal is to win a trip, we're going to push you to get to that trip. If the goal is the hat, which is really awesome, well then as a community, we're going to push you to getting to that, that level so that you get that hat. I've won books. I've won a few trips actually. Thank you, COVID. Some of them didn't happen just naturally, but I still earned them. So it's not so much that I won them as much as I earned them. But you get to decide. And then the other thing I will say is, as a community, we try really hard to come together in person. Obviously 2020, part of 2021 really put a damper on that. So we really come together through Zoom, and it's there for everybody to use. So we love seeing each other in the morning. It's a weird morning if you're not like saying hello at least. But that's how you get started. Step 1, signing up, and then getting in touch with your coach, or your coach getting in touch with you. And likely the person who invited you tonight is going to be getting in touch with you in the next, say, 24 to 48 hours to see how they can help you get going. So that.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the screen share so I can see everybody. Hi. Thank you, ladies, for taking us through that. I think that we really try, especially on these open house nights, we try to give the basic information. We try to answer some of those frequently asked questions, but we try to keep it brief because we just want to pique your curiosity. We want you to hear something that makes you go, I want to know more about that. Because so often, I think I am talking about, why is Beachbody unique? Why is it a network marketing company that has been around for over 20 years? Why does it continue to thrive? Why does it continue to do well? And it's because it's personal. We don't just post a link. We don't just send you to product. We want to have conversations, full length, back and forth dialogue conversations about anything. Even if you just want to buy a tub of pre-workout, we want to have conversations with you. So tonight, when we talk about coaching, we talk about the team, we talk about the opportunity, we put out little nuggets to get your wheels turning so that you then talk to that person who invited you here, just like Melissa said, so that you can have more of that conversation and figure out how this will fit your lifestyle. I still work full time. I know that many of us do. Many of us are parents to either little kids or big kids, or not parents at all. We like to travel. We do all kinds of things. And yet coaching still fits the lifestyle. So that's going to be part of the conversation as well. Now, as promised, I wanted to talk just a little bit about why now is the time. I have heard over the past 7 years that I've been doing this, that certain times in network marketing companies, people do well because they got in at the right time. Oh, well, she got in at the right time, so that's why she does so well. That's why she's at the top of the company. Congratulations to her. But now there's so many people out there that I can't do well with it. I have heard that a lot. I truly believe, no matter what the time is, that coaches can do well whenever they join, because there's a lot of people out there who need our help. There's a lot of people who are struggling with their health. There's a lot of people who are struggling with their weight. There's a lot of reasons why people need to get healthier. And if that didn't slap you in the face over the past year and a half, then I don't know what does. But I'm finally sitting in a place where I can say, this is the right time. This is the right time, because usually that right time equates to something big is about to happen. Something big is about to explode. And Beachbody is about to take a huge leap forward that they have never done in the past 20 years that they've been around. And Beachbody, just going to give you, without making your brain explode, we are becoming a public company, which means that for those of you who don't have business brains, and I don't, it just means that we are going to offer stock and shares, and it's going to be publicly owned. And that's good because it's becoming a household name. For those people who have never heard of Beachbody, now they're going to, because they're going to see it literally everywhere. So Beachbody is going to be just something that everybody knows, just like Netflix, for example. Everybody knows it. So everybody's going to know Beachbody. Not only that, but because we know we're going to be public and because we're going to be a household name, we need to level up as a company. So what did we decide to do? We're going to offer live, interactive, digital access to fitness. Okay, why is that different? Well, we do have workouts that you can just select on demand, but now you can actually take live classes and you can interact with the instructor. They're not just shouting you out, you're going back and forth. They can see you on a screen and talk to you about your form. What? How cool is that? That is leveling up. That is unique. That is something that only Beachbody does. So now they have that. Then we're going to incorporate indoor cycling. We're going to have bikes. We're going to have everything. So again, this is going to be all encompassing. So now we have the fitness side of it completely just taken over. But Beachbody always has the trifecta, meaning we have the fitness, we have the nutrition, which no other company does, and we have the support. The best product that Beachbody offers is the coach, us, you who wants to join us as a coach. You also get support. You get that community that you heard every single one of us talk about tonight. You get that. You get that. And that means that you're accountable. You're never going to stop working on yourself because you're always going to have someone in your corner saying, hey, I see you. I know you have goals. I'm still watching. I'm still cheering you on. We all have ups and downs, but I know you can do it. So now is the right time. It is the right time to get in, to start working on yourself, to start learning about all the different programs that we offer, because as soon as our digital access becomes live in September, everyone will have it. Everyone will have it. It will be all over, and you are going to want to be able to give it to your friends, your family, whoever says, I need to have that access, you will be able to give it to them. And that is big. That is big. Truly, now is the time. You know, like I said, when we started this call, if you have fears or you have limiting beliefs or whatever might be getting in your way, whatever excuses you might have, great. Own them, embrace them, but do it anyway. Do it anyway. I have never, ever met a coach that has regretted joining the team. Never. People always say, I'm nervous, but I'm going to click submit. And then they join and they stay. They stay, they grow. Even if they're just here for the discount, they are growing and they are learning and they are bettering themselves. And we are better for it because we get to be part of their journey. So I love that. So I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, ladies, for helping lead this call tonight. I do want to offer an opportunity for questions. I don't know, Ellen, welcome. I don't know if you have any questions for us, or maybe you can ask Jen later on, or if anybody else has any questions.
I'm all set for now. This is Ellen. Thank you. This was great.
Okay, great. If
Ellen's
anybody
in
comes
her
up with any
bathrobe.
other questions, sorry, go ahead, Jen.
Ellen's in her bathrobe. She didn't want to show her face.
Okay.
Thank you,
Listen,
Jen.
8:00 at night. I get it. I have my pajama bottoms on too. You just can't see them.
I want to see.
So, if you come up with questions, again, having that conversation back and forth with your coach that invited you here is absolutely welcomed. So thank you again to everyone. This recording will be posted and shared, and I am just looking forward to welcoming new teammates. So thank you, everyone. And I hope you have a good night.